What's up, guys? LA Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 23 of my Timberwolves rebuild series on the PS4 next gen. So we see this is the seasonal awards, the regular season over, and great news, James Harden's MVP. That should only help immensely in his development. He's already developed into a 99 overall, but with him becoming the MVP, I really think James Harden has turned himself into the main guy in the league. Then JJ McGee has won Rookie of the Year. That's not much of a surprise. The dude's like a 90 overall. If he didn't win Rookie of the Year, that would have been a little bit embarrassing. MCW with the Sixth Man of the Year award, and then Anthony Davis with the Defensive Player of the Year award. For any of those who play NBA 2K15, you understand that Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year every single year. There's like nothing you can do to prevent it from happening. He's just such a beast defensively that the game gives him the award every year. Most Improved Player is just a guy who was drafted a couple years back, I believe. And then Coach of the Year is us. I mean, we went, what does that say? 79-3. 79-3. We finished like a 40-game winning streak and the best record of all time. So needless to say, my trade for James Harden may have been the thing that could have just pushed us over the edge. Now, we were already the best team in the league without a doubt, but with our trade for James Harden, we are just like beyond beatable. We are so good right now. So here's a look at kind of just like simple things, all defensive teams, all rookie teams, all NBA teams, just to get an idea as to where we placed for all those things. You can see we have a lot of all NBA players, which is actually kind of a cool thing because we work so well as a team. We're not having great individual stats, which means we're not all going to be all NBA teams outside of James Harden, who came a little bit later in the season. But if you paid attention to stats, obviously digressed as he went to our team because we work more as a unit rather than playing through one player. Today in the first round, we'll be taking on the the Portland Trail Blazers. Really excited to go in this game. They have Kobe Bryant, actually. But let's hop into this 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. So happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal. The excitement of the NBA playoffs upon us. And the series being hosted in Minneapolis for tonight's game, as the Timberwolves will be going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. And when you take a look at the Trail Blazers, they were tough enough to make the playoffs in the West. Now, as an 8th seed, they face an uphill climb against perhaps the top team in the league. So, Shaq, here we go. Postseason basketball. What's the biggest difference between what you're going to see in the playoffs and what you did in the regular season as a player?
It's just a whole different energy from the fans, from your teammates, from the opposition. Everything is dialed up a notch. Some rise to the occasion, others wilt. And I'm not talking about Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow, well played. Let's get out courtside to Kevin Harlan.
Alright, guys, so it is official. We'll be playing the Portland Trail Blazers in the first round of the playoffs. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because this Portland Trail Blazers team has always kind of put up a fight whenever I've played them. They have a very good team, actually. I'm actually really surprised that they're the 8th seed in the West, and that they didn't contend for at least a 3 or 4 seed. Like, 8 is much lower than I would have expected out of this team. But then again, if I can remember correctly, LaMarcus Aldridge was injured for much of the season, which probably played a big part as to why they weren't a high seed. But either way, so we got stuck with the unlucky fortune of having to play the Trailblazers in the first round. But the good news about playing them in the first round is that it brings more excitement for you guys. Because Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge, those two always bring a little bit of box office to them when they come to town, because those guys know how to play, they know how to ball up. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. You see we're down by 4 following this dunk by J.J. Wilcox. Beautiful dunk right there. I don't know why Batum or Lillard even try to catch up with him. Those guys aren't fast enough to catch up with my boy J.J. Wilcox. But talking about our team offensively, you see Paul George is a 3 right there. And then we're going to be down by 1, but not anymore. We're going to be up by 1 following this little layup by Paul George. So we're expecting a lot out of PG. He's coming back for, this will be like his second playoffs ever. I don't know how much the Pacers made the playoffs in the recent years that he was on them, but this will only be like the second or third year that he's actually played a big part in playoffs. Because of course in real life you can't really do a whole lot because he's injured. So I'm excited to see if he can become that playoff guy. Every team that's ever won a championship or anything like that usually has that one guy that can just step up during playoffs. You got to have that one guy who's just clutch. Hopefully Paul George will be that guy. If not, we may have to rely on one of these other guys. For all we know, JJ McGee could be a type of guy who steps up in playoffs. JJ Wilcox can be a type of guy who steps up in playoffs. We still have Blake Griffin and James Harden. James Harden, the recent MVP, who we definitely should rely on multiple times in this series. I mean, if we have the MVP on our team, we got to get that guy some looks. But let's be honest, we have such a great team. I was talking about this earlier. The team chemistry we have, and just the all-around team success that we have. We don't need to be feeding the ball to James Harden, expecting all the offense to come through him. We have such a great all-around team and all-around, just a lot of people that can do so much on the offensive and defensive end. It's great. We don't have to rely so much on one superstar, so we're not a one-sided team by any stretch of the imagination. You see James Harden is doing him, and of course he's going to put in some work. James Harden is just going to be doing him. He's got the fear of the beard mentality, trying to do all he can. And right here is going to do even more by hitting a three right there in the corner. Even with the guy in his face, he doesn't mind. I believe he even shoots better when he's got a man in his face. And that's just a beautiful little ability that James Harden has. But Damian Lillard wants to tie this game back up. He's going to do just that by dunking all over us and getting this and one. So that's a little bit disappointing. We were expecting a little bit more out of us on defense, but that's okay. We're going to give it back over to our boy. Why can't I remember this guy's name? Oh, man, Hummels. I believe Hummels is his name. Hummels is like our Kyle Korver. This guy is deadly when it comes to the three-point game. But talking about deadly three-point games, how the heck does Damian Lillard hit that? He's like 10 feet behind the three-point line. That might be exaggeration. But he's way behind the three-point line, just pulls up at the end of the shot clock and drills it. Not only that, but then he gets this crazy circus shot and one. Following, I mean, this is 3 straight three-point plays by Damian Lillard, all 3 of which have been absolutely incredible. I don't know what this guy's doing. It's like he took a little bit dosage of a little bit of steroids before this game, because he is turning up to a whole new extent. I'm a little bit concerned. We got to test this guy for PEDs. You guys know I'm just kidding, though. I'm all respect to this guy, Damian Lillard, for showing up against us. But we're going to have to show up ourselves if we want to come back in this game. We're throwing up to our boy Hummels, usually a three-point shooter. We're gonna throw him up a oop right here, and of course he can't really dunk, so he's just gonna lay the ball up with his left hand. I mean, talking about that, how embarrassing would it be to be like 6'8" in the NBA and not be able to dunk? I just don't know how I'd live that one down if I was him. But whatever, we'll get on with it. We're gonna toss it over to our boy in the corner. I can't remember who that is. Oh, that's Murray Cardinal. Even with the super early release, the red shot timing, he is going to manage to knock that one down. And then Hummels, like I said, he is like our Kyle Korver. He's gonna knock one down for himself. So you see, we're up by 6 right now. Lillard's gonna change that though and make it so we're only up by 3. This guy is he is just deadly. Like, he does not want to lose. He plays with some type of venom, some type of ferociousness that I like. Damian Lillard, in future leagues and future things, he's got to be a player that I'm looking at getting. Maybe even in this league, I may have to trade Wilcox and a pick or something for him, because I am loving Lillard and the way he's playing against us this game. I just love the way he's just got this attacking mentality. Right here, we're going to hit that 3. We're going to go up by 8. And we just got to keep pushing. If we can do some extra stuff, right here we go up by 10 with a minute left. And we can basically call that the game, guys. That's such a big lead with such little time left. And not a whole lot that this Trailblazers team can do. And you see that they don't do enough. That's right here. We're going to walk out of here with the victory. We have a 9-point lead right here. I don't remember if I tried to shoot. Yeah, I tried to shoot again. It doesn't go in, though. So we walk out of here with a 9-point victory. 73-64. Beautiful win for our guys. A great win to start off the playoffs. Now, like I said, we finished off the regular season with a 40-game winning streak. Hopefully, we can go 16-0 in these playoffs and just dominate. Prove to be the greatest team of all time. Just like I've mentioned before, you cannot be the greatest team of all time then choke in playoffs. So we are trying to dominate these playoffs and continue our just streak of absolute monstrosity. But either way, if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and why I did make it more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.